The Sussexes' brand is a mess. It is a dumpster fire. They are in trouble. Netflix executives were disappointed with the amount of output the Sussexes gave. They gave nothing. There is a revolt from Netflix senior staff. This story is seismic for the Sussexes. The Sussexes are burning through money. There is no foreseeable solid income going forward. This is like the beginning of the end. People are not watching. People do not care about Meghan Markle's brand. The value the Sussexes had was in relation to their connections. Let's not forget that Spotify described Harry's ideas as embarrassing, and they also called him an effing grifter. He will be kicking himself now. He has been taken in right. He has been conned by Meghan. Welcome to a very special edition of the Daily Espresso. Today I am joined by Mark Dolan. So good to see you, JJ. Oh my goodness, what a hot mess. What a dumpster fire that is the Sussexes' brand. I mean, they are in trouble. Let's start with this expose from Variety. We had already spoken this week about Netflix and Meghan parting ways. Variety has done a huge expose. Archwell Productions has basically produced nothing. Netflix executives were said to be disappointed with the amount of output the Sussexes gave. Basically nothing. Top dog Ted Sarandos has also unfollowed Meghan Markle and her brand on Instagram. There is a revolt from Netflix senior staff. This is devastating. This story is seismic for the Sussexes because the elements involved are economic, right, financial. The Sussexes are burning through money. There is no foreseeable solid income going forward. It's reputational, it's image-wise, it's about Hollywood. One of the damaging aspects of this story is the fact that it's Variety magazine. Now Variety magazine is a fluffy brand, and it's normally there to say how beautiful Julia Roberts is and what a great actor Gwyneth Paltrow is. It's a kind of PR machine, and it normally paints a positive picture about the key players in Hollywood. It's not journalism, yet this entertainment Bible of the US has decided to take Meghan Markle down. It means that her career in Hollywood and in the world of entertainment is over. I mean, there were headlines around the time of Kris Jenner's party when Meghan turned up, and it was Remembrance Weekend, and that was a scandal because they had photos removed. They were photographed at the party. Then Meghan reportedly tells the Kardashians take those photos down. So that was a story, and that hurt Meghan in the entertainment sphere. This is like the beginning of the end. If you lose Variety, that's it. It's influential. It's read by all of the king makers, the studios, the directors, fellow performers. She will be humiliated by this. She will be horrified that the trade magazine of the US entertainment industry has decided to do a hit job on her. My goodness, you know, if you look at some of the details, you mentioned Ted Sarandos. Now he is the guy. He was her lifeline. Yes, Ted Sarandos, who is the boss of Netflix and a genius guy responsible for the growth of this streaming giant. The company is worth now tens of billions of dollars. It was really his goodwill that was keeping Meghan paid and keeping her on TV. It looks based upon this Variety story that he has pulled the plug. The quote from the article, and by the way, Variety might be a kind of fluffy magazine, but they do have proper journalists. They would not go to press against the litigious Sussexes if they did not have the ammo. The quote regarding Ted Sarandos being fed up with the pair, also the allegation denied by the Sussexes that Sarandos has refused to take a call with Meghan unless a lawyer is present on the line. So not is a picture emerging of Ted Sarandos washing his hands of the couple and understanding, and taking the view that Meghan is now creatively shot and of no use to him and his brand. It's not that. There is no trust that he will not have a conversation without lawyers nearby. It's a low point for the couple. In particular, it's devastating for Meghan because where does she go from here? Maybe they will go to Amazon Prime. Bezos has got a quid. Before we speculate on that, I got an exclusive for you on this myself. I spoke to people over at Netflix in America, not just Europe and the Middle East, but in America. I was told by them that it was Ted Sarandos who wanted to sign Harry and Meghan initially. It was he who wanted to give them the bumper million deal. Also, the structure works in Netflix as Reed Hastings. He is the founder. He does not play a role anymore in the day-to-day operations, but he is the founder. Then you have Ted Sarandos. Below Sarandos, you have about 10 different chiefs. Chief of this, chief of that, chief of content, chief of communications, chief of technology, and all of those people said to Sarandos, this is not an investment. We should not be giving 100 million quid to Meghan and Harry. So Sarandos was warned in advance, do not do this deal. But he is the top dog and he said, no, this is going to be great. They released a documentary, Harry and Meghan, and it was the most successful, right, the most watched documentary on Netflix ever. Sarandos is thinking, see, this is why I am the boss. I told all you people it's going to be great. Then every project after that has been pitiful. It's been pitiful. People are not watching. People do not care about Meghan Markle's brand. People do not care about her cooking shows with her Hollywood mates. Netflix senior staff, none of them wanted this to happen. Sarandos pushed ahead regardless. Now he has egg on his face. I am happy he has at least woken up to this, has now pulled the plug officially, but he was warned and he went ahead with it regardless. Well, this is a scoop for you in the Express. This is massive, and that's going to make headlines in itself that Sarandos was warned. Do not work with this woman. That's when her stock price was at its highest, because we have had Megxit. She has become one of the famous and infamous women in the world. You still have Harry, who at the time was broadly speaking quite a figure, and was the grandson of the then living Queen Elizabeth. So they had cash and they had a value PR-wise, and yet even then insiders were saying, do not do it. They have been proved right. Far be it from me to speak ill of Mr. Sarandos, but that is a rare strategic misstep on his part. The reason why is because the value they had was in relation to their royal connections. It was the pedigree. It was the fact that Harry's father's Charles and Harry's mother was Diana. Beyond the royal story and dishing the dirt on the family, there is nothing else, because Harry is not the brightest tool in the box. He is no entrepreneur. He is not a broadcaster. Let's not forget that Spotify described Harry's ideas as embarrassing, and they also called him an effing grifter. I will not say the words because the Daily Espresso is a family show. And let me tell you, bring the kids in, they might learn something right. This is vitamins for the brain. So you have this situation with Sarandos. He is probably kicking himself right now. I think what has happened to this man, a very intelligent man, is that he has been taken in by Meghan. She is a manipulative and clever person. I think she has done to the boss of Netflix what she did to Harry, which is she has taken him in and cast her spell. Meghan is like the snake in the Jungle Book with her ways. Now Sarandos is going to be kicking himself because Netflix made some money from the original Harry and Meghan documentary. But here's the thing, in that documentary Meghan mocked Queen Elizabeth. There were other allegations. The reason Sarandos is furious today is that when Netflix agreed to give Harry and Meghan $100 million, they thought they would own the property of the Sussex brand. It turns out that Harry and Meghan gave the best stories to Oprah Winfrey, who is on a different network. So Netflix did not even get the bits from Harry's story, even after paying $100 million. This means that Harry and Meghan are not viable going forward, and no other network will trust them. It's like when you work for a company and they pay you a lot of money, there's an understanding that you will be loyal to them. Harry and Meghan did not do that. They are not trustworthy. Maybe one of them is less trustworthy than the other. The problem is that they cannot be trusted. I have also heard that Netflix was hoping that if Harry and Meghan split up, they would be there to film it. I think that was just a hope. It's not going to happen. Sarandos might be playing the game, thinking that even though they lost money on the Harry and Meghan documentary and on Harry's book, they can still make money in the future. I think it's going to be hard for Meghan to pitch a deal, even if she tries to do it after a divorce. I hope Harry and Meghan stay together for the sake of their family. I think they are happy together. I think Harry is happy with Meghan. Some people might say that I have been charmed by Meghan, just like Sarandos and Prince Harry. There's this idea that some people call the Meghan mind virus, where people get charmed by her and start to like her. I think that's not going to happen with everyone, especially those who already dislike her. It's like with Trump, people who dislike him are never going to change their minds. Some people might say that Meghan has a way of making people like her. I think that's not true. She claims to have solved world hunger. All she did was send some flour sprinkles to Ethiopia. I mean, that's not going to solve anything. On a note, I think it's interesting that you feel like Harry and Meghan are happy together. You have a universe and you don't want to see a family split up, especially when there are kids involved. I share that concern. I think the priority should always be the kids, Archie and Lily.